Okay, so this is going to wrap up everything we've been doing this week. For those of you who have been bored, it's going to all come together. For those of you who have been kind of on the brink of getting behind, at least we have not left you behind too fast, and hopefully today you kind of put together what you need from those steps. But we are going to be pretty much working on going all the way through, at least for one letter. So again, this whole week has been spent learning how to substitute and simplify. As long as you have done your part so far, and again, it doesn't mean you're perfect, it just means you're at least moved forward. Today should be an easy day. All we need to do now is solve for the final step. So here are some examples of what we're going to be asked to do. All we're going to do is look at 1, 2, 3, 4 examples, and then you'll move to your lesson credit and you'll start working on your Math Excel. But here's where we look and we say the letter that's by itself is y. So we put y into the box. Y is equal to 4x minus 7. And y is the letter in the box, so that's what goes here. After that, what we do is, remember, we write everything that's in the box or outside in front of the box. So 5x minus 2. We change our y into 4x minus 7, and we write everything behind the box, which is equals 5. We then have to be careful because this 2 is negative, and when you distribute that 2, you have to remember that it's negative. So we get 5x minus 8x plus 14 equals 5. Alright, so 5x minus 8x, don't forget that's a negative times a negative, which makes positive 14, equals 5. 5x minus 8x, if you don't know what it is, just again use your calculator to try to help you out. That's negative 3x plus 14 equals 5. Subtract 14 from both sides because remember that's the weak part. You end up with negative 3x equals 5 minus 14, which is negative 9. Switch your signs on both sides, or you could divide by negative 3, but I like to switch my signs first. Divide by 3 on both sides, getting the answer of x equals 3, and that is where we are going to stop. Now, I will tell you right now, that's not where we're always going to stop, but for now that's where we're going to stop so you actually get this down. We will probably learn the second part of this next week. Excuse me, I had to sneeze on camera. That's rare. But we'll probably finish that next week after we kind of look at the other option of solving. Other than that, again, looking at this, x is by itself here, so we put it in a box. It's equal to y minus 5, so that goes in the box. This is an x. That's an x, so we put that into the box also. We write everything that's in front, which is 2. We swap out our x for y minus 5. We write everything behind the box, which is plus y equals 11. We then distribute, getting 2y minus 10 plus y equals 11. We then put our like terms together. Remember the first 3 steps that we did yesterday, that's what we're doing over and over. 2y plus y makes 3y. Minus 10 comes down, equaling 11. And from there we solve. This is where we stopped yesterday, but again, it's not so hard to do. We just simply get rid of the positive or negative number. So we add 10 to this side and 10 to that side, getting 3y equals 21. And when you divide by 3, you end up with y equals 7. And that is all. So again, think about what we've done this week. The first day we talked about substitution, which we did this step. Yesterday we talked about the distribute and simplify or combine like term step, and all we're doing today is taking that step, those 3 steps that we did, and just solving them and finishing it up. Solve for x again. We have a y equals 2x minus 7, so we put y into the box, 2x minus 7 into the box, and because that's a y, so is this. That goes into the box. We get everything in front of the box get written, so x plus 3. Y turns into 2x minus 7. Behind the box is equals 7. From there we distribute. Remember the number that's in front is the only number that goes. X, this becomes plus 6x and minus 21 equals 7. X plus 6x makes 7x minus 21 equals 7. And from there, now that we've done our 3 steps, we wrap it all up. So minus plus 21 plus 21, 7x equals 28. Divide by 7, and x is equal to 4. So again, life is pretty easy in terms of everything else new, because all we're doing from here, this is the only new information that we have not done this week. Hopefully you've done everything from there, but the adding 21 to both sides and all that is about the only thing you had not seen yet. So hopefully that puts you in a good position for being successful in this today and tomorrow and on the quiz on Friday. Other than that, solve for y here. X goes into the box because it's alone. 4y minus 3 is what it's equal to. Since it was x, we put this x also into a box. Everything in front is 2. X turns into 4y minus 3. Behind it we have minus 3y equals 4. Now we distribute 8y minus 6 minus 3y equals 4, with our last step being to combine like terms. 8y minus 3y is 5y minus 6 equals 4. From there, what we do is add 6 to both sides because that's a negative 6. 5y equals 10. Divide both sides by 5, and y is equal to 2. And again, what you need to do today, after you do your lesson credit problems, is you need to make sure if there's anything there where you're not understanding how to get through all those steps, that you bring it up to me, raise your hand, or do something to try to communicate, talk to somebody around you. It doesn't matter what you do in terms of the decision you make. Just make sure you get some assistance on this, because really it's not that hard. It's just that you might be making small mistakes that just mess everything up. One small mistake that just throw everything off. For example, if you don't distribute right, the whole problem's off. If you add these two numbers together wrong, the whole problem's thrown off. So that is what you need to look out for. And like I said, if things aren't working, please make sure you communicate quickly. Again, this is not really going to be easy for you to do, but like I said, you just got to kind of fight your way through it. I think those of you who are ahead of the game are seeing how easy this is, which is good. For those of you who are not, you can get there. Just make sure you fight through the information that you can. Other than that, go ahead and work on these two questions for lesson credit. Turn them in to me. I will grade them and try to give you some feedback on what you did. But as I said, other than that, knock this stuff out. Go over to Math Excel, do the few problems that I have set for you, and if you're done with everything, I will probably have a worksheet for you or something for you to work on. Actually, you have the week 1 review that I have there, chapter 1 review that I have there, but for the most part, I think a lot of you still have work to do on the past problems from this week. So after you finish these few problems, make sure you go back and work on the stuff from yesterday and from Monday so that you can get your grade up and when I start putting these grades in for Math Excel. Other than that, as I said, good luck, and make sure you communicate today. It's a shortened hour, so you got to get a lot of stuff done today in a little bit of time.